Hey guys, it's Justin Harmon with Stock Trader Jack. Now today I wanted to actually show you how I found this particular stock, which was look at that, supernova back here in July. Just blew up, which is crazy. And the cool thing is it actually has a lot of these little follow-up spikes here too. And this little resistance line right about the high 7 mark, that if it breaks through that could totally pull another one of those. When those happen is anybody's guess, but stocks have muscle memory, and honestly this kind of thing happens all the time, and usually it happens to stocks that are former spikers. Now I'm not saying it's guaranteed to do that again. I'm saying that it does tend to happen a lot with stocks that have this already built in. It's based on the kind of people that trade it, kind of like, even yours truly. It's the type of stock that it is, the low float, just a lot of little pieces that actually go into what makes the stock the stock. So anyway, I found this on this scanner right here. I'm going to show this to you guys. So this is the Spiker scanner right on Stock Trader Jack. This is accessible for all members, and honestly it's not even that much. It's like $19.99 a month for membership, and honestly I'll give you guys a special code. Just put in JackRox, JackRox, and just get a free 7 days out of it. So anyway, let me go ahead and show you where I found it. So it finds these stocks, shows you the price, and it shows you how much they spike on average. I mean, look at some of these, 18%, 18%. This one's 33% whenever they do spike. And obviously that makes a big difference if they've had monster spikes in the past, like TPTW, which we'll look into that in just a second. But anyway, what happens is I just decided to filter this down to, I only want A and A plus spikers. In other words, ones that have higher than average spikes, spike a lot, and spike fairly predictably, where they do seem to have a pattern to them. So VKIN was one of the most recent ones. This was all ran today. These were some of the hot ones. But SGOC was the new one that hit the scanner today that I actually really liked. So it's about $6, which is not too bad. It's got a decent average spike of 33%. But look at this. One of the largest spikes was almost 700% in a day back in July. That big monster run. And it looks like it's been about 14 days since it's had a good spike. It does average a spike every 7 days, so it's a little bit overdue, which is cool. It says it could, if it were to be predictable and go within a certain range, meaning that it's within the window of this, October 21st to November 9th means that it could be anytime within there. Honestly, stocks are just unpredictable. You can pretty much just say, hey, here's what I know about you, but stocks are run by people who buy, people who sell. So all I do is go, it seems to be catalysts are released in a fairly type of a pattern that's worth looking at. Anyway, so I'm going to look over here. The cool thing is it spiked 23 times in the last 6 months, almost 4 times a month, which is 150% more than the average on this list. And there's thousands on this list. So that is really encouraging. It means this is definitely one worth looking at. I am Jack listing this one because I think this has definitely got potential to move in the future. So what we're going to do, first thing is I actually have this. This is literally something built on Google Sheets. So I was a corporate senior analyst for a long time. We use things like Google Sheets. We use, other kinds of software platforms and things like that. So honestly, I just like using this the way that I do. SGOC does not have good financials. I mean, it says they're managing their debt pretty decently, which here's their ratios right here. So we want this to be 1 or higher. So they've got pretty good debt management. Here's the one thing though. It is headquartered in Hong Kong. Chinese stocks are known to be manipulated. They're known to be especially volatile, like ones like these. So you got to take that when you get into a stock like this. At least understand that. Okay, now what it does is it's a money lending. It offers mortgage, personal, corporate loans, and operates, manages an online financial marketplace. And this is Finviz. I'm getting that information from. The news that came in around that time in July looks like it was just, honestly, it looks like it was kind of hit up by some popular trades. I can actually go and dig into that a little bit more later, but for the most part, this is one where it's got a great spike score. As far as the actual fundamentals, as much as it says it's managing its debt decently. I mean, look at this net profit margin. That is scary. That is garbage. So terrible net income, which means that honestly I'm not buying this as a fundamental. This is kind of like, do I swing or do I invest? And the one that I'm actually looking to invest in, I actually just recently posted today as well, so don't forget to check that out when you check out this the Jack list. But with just how bad that is, I mean this is like borderline D or C just because of what I'm seeing here. But here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and just give this my quick review. Love the spike potential in this stock. If it can break high $7 resistance, could go supernova again. Not the sexiest fundamentals, but very good looking spike history. Would love to get in around mid 5s. All right. So that is what we're doing. That just barely came up on the spike scanner. So now what I need to do, I'm going to take my HTML code that I just had built in here, which is one of the reasons why I like Google Sheets. I know there's going to be some haters out there. They're like, dude, what are you doing? Literally doing this in Google Sheets. But honestly, it saves me so much headache and time that I don't care. So I've got the HTML captured, and I've already got all my research done. So here's what I need to do next. I'm going to go ahead and open my post. This is all built on WordPress. So you guys are just getting, literally, I'm showing you like the backstage of Stock Trader Jack. The awesome thing about the site this year is hit over 61, we're in what, November, and finally hit over 61,000 views, which has been awesome. Couple hundred members, so it has been really, really neat. Perfect. And honestly, I go into this fully expecting this is not a predictable stock. This is one of those where you just go put in what you feel comfortable risking. Honestly, this is just showing you my methodology and how I go into this. And I mean, it could actually go a little bit lower, and if that's the case, I mean, I might add if it gets low enough. Did the same thing with BABA, because I got into the, I mean, that was one that dipped down nice and low, but then added down when it was about 140. Ended up making money when it rode back up. About the same time as said Charles Munger of Berkshire Hathaway ended up doubling down on his investment. And sometimes I leave those in there, sometimes I just swing them. But that's how we do it on Stock Trader Jack. Swing or invest. All right, let me go ahead and get this post finished up, and we'll get it posted. Yep. Awesome. That's awesome. I do love that it has good insider ownership. It usually means they have the motivation to make it run. Now, just remember that we want to do some solid research, do our due diligence, and then follow your risk tolerance. Okay, let's go ahead and get this published. Get that sent out. Okay, I'm actually going to add this to my Jack list as well. Guys, at this point, that is how I go through and I pick my stocks. I love getting into this scanner and basically just finding the ones that have great spiking history, spike big when they do spike, and ideally kind of have some sort of pattern to them. That is how I like to look at this scanner, and that's been awesome for me. And you guys can actually get access to this too just by being a member. Again, use the coupon code. I've got it right here on the screen, and that'll just give you 7 days free access. There's new stocks popping up on this every day. Anyway, that's it, everybody. Good luck with your trading. Stock Trader Jack includes tons of free content and tutorials on Google Sheets, cool scanners for finding great stocks, and how to use your broker's tools like a pro, especially Webull. For more great videos, hit the subscribe button and drop a like or a comment. We love the support. Check us out at StockTraderJack.com. Do stocks your way.